doesn't love a pork chop, especially when it's juicy, flavorful, and easy to make? This air fryer pork chop recipe is just that, and I'm gonna show you how to make it today on the Stay at Home Chef. I think pork chops are such an underrated cut of meat, and when cooked right, like I'm gonna show you, it's gonna knock you silly. To make these the most flavorful and juicy pork chops, place them on a rack that has airflow above and below. The pork I'm using is a bone-in pork chop, and I've cut it nice and thick. This recipe will work great whether they're bone-in or not. The number one thing I recommend though is make sure they're thick. We're gonna season up both sides of the pork chops with 1 teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of black pepper and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Make sure to get both sides. Simple seasonings, but that's all you need to make these amazing pork chops. Now what we need to do is let them sit for 30 minutes at room temperature to let that internal temperature come up. Now that these are at room temperature, it's time to air fry them. We need to preheat our air fryer to at least 390 degrees Fahrenheit. If it will go to 400, even better. Dab off any excess moisture on the pork chops so that we can achieve a really nice crust. Once your air fryer is preheated, go ahead and place the pork chops in there, and based off of the air fryer that you have, you may need to work in batches. Then we're gonna cook that for 6 minutes. After it's cooked for that first 6 minutes, we're gonna flip it over and let it cook for another 6 minutes. Now that 6 minutes is an average time. It could vary from 5 to 7 minutes based on the thickness of the chop. For pork products, they need to be cooked to a safe internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The best way to check that is an internal thermometer. While those pork chops are cooking, we're gonna make the perfect topping of compound butter. In a bowl, we've got 4 tablespoons of salted butter. Add to that a teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of fresh chopped parsley, a half a teaspoon of finely chopped rosemary, half teaspoon of black pepper, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And last but not least, a splash of Worcestershire sauce. Mix that until it's well combined, and there you have a super simple, great way to elevate those pork chops. Once those pork chops are finished cooking, plate them up, give it a scoop of that delicious compound butter, and let it rest for just a minute, and you are ready to eat. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description below. Be sure to check out thestayatHomeChef.com, where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. We'll see you later.